Well, firstly, the first change which we can see visibly is the temple. And this year was different from previous years because this year I was not traveling much, giving darshan in many countries. But in place of that, all the devotees were coming here. So they had the chance to spend more time together and also to learn more about the path. This which is very important. Because when you are on a path, you should know about that path. And this year was like that. There was a lot of education and studying, and really this year they did about the Guru Gita, so knowing truly who is the Guru actually. And so many changes, like I said, with the temple and many ashrams also. Many, like in Czech, they bought the land and they built the ashram there. In South Africa also. So there is lots of movement happen within Bhakti Marga also. And yeah. Well, changes in the world is quite difficult to say because when we look at the surrounding, we see the same stories as every year, you know. We don't see really something have moved forward. It's just the faces get changed, but the stories carry on the same. So there is not really big change. You see, you take one person, replace it from another person. It's like people die, they keep coming, but yet the samskaras, the attitude and all their past things which they carry with them, stay the same. They don't want to change. So this is years, and hopefully maybe you see it not only 1 year, 2 years, but years people have tried to change something. But nonetheless, what we can see, there is a very great awakening also in the people, because they start to search. Many people is searching. You see it on the spiritual path especially. There is more and more people longing to know more, deeper, where they belong, who they belong, who they are firstly. Because life can't just be random like that. So you see the changes also in a positive way into the world, not only into the negative way, but individually you see a lot of changes. You see, we actually in this place, this used to be the temple. We used to have the altar behind, but only few people can be here. More you have space to accommodate the people, more there is a gathering, more the energy, more the sense of belonging there it is inside it. And you see even this temple now, it is still small. So we can't say that by building the bigger temple, it changed something, but still people complain, they don't have space. You see, the deities, it is God Himself, and when you have the divine in front of you, you can easily connect to. It is like your Ishtadev is the same. And when you connect to your Ishtadev, it becomes your reality. So when the deity is there in the temple, the people are connecting to the deity. They feel that yes, they are being heard for the prayer being heard, and but they feel home. That is one of the most important things, to build that relationship with the Lord Himself. You know, you allowed yourself to transform. You allowed your mind to take rest at His feet. So this is where the temple remind oneself that our mind must repose on the feet of the Lord. Living bhakti is not only this little time which one is sitting and praying. You know, living bhakti means each moment of one life. Like Lord Krishna Himself said in the Gita, you know, I'm ever present at each moment with my devotee. There's not a single time that my devotee don't think of me. So meaning that anything that the devotee is doing, still the Lord is placed first. So living bhakti meaning to remind oneself that He is the most important. He is the one which is inside of us. He is the one which is in each person which we meet. And it is Him that we long for. They say very often that the world will engulf the people, you know, the mind of the people. Maya will take over, you know. But who allowed that to happen? It is your choice. It is each person's choice. So this theme of living bhakti, meaning living each moment knowing that God is with you. You are not alone, you know. People may come in your life and go, you know. You have all kind of relationship will come and go. But God, when He comes, is there forever. When He reveals Himself, He is there forever. And that the permanent relationship that we should aim for. Not only, like I said, when we're doing our sadhana, but at each moment of your life. Talk with Him, call for Him. That doesn't mean that you should stop your daily routine, but in contrary, you know, that find me in what you're doing. That's what He said throughout the Gita to Arjuna. I am there with you, but see me. Actually, when when they told me about to do an interview to give a message for this for the coming year, I was thinking, you know, what will be very important is to strike now for building living communities, not just a community to come together once a week, you know, but try not. I'm not talking about an ashram. I'm talking about living like a small place with each people living their own life, you know, each people having their own little house and everything, but at the same time contribute together, come together regularly for prayer, for singing, for doing the sadhana. So that's what is important nowadays. So I was thinking about that. That would be nice if in countries they start to build like that. You know, if people want, the devotees want to live together, that will be a strength for each another. Very often people are scared of community life, thinking, oh, you know, I will be invaded or whatever. It's not about that. You see, if it is clear, you know, that you have your own place, you have your own things to do, you just respect the certain, not rules, but guidelines in life, which It is very simple in the bhakti path, The guideline is prayer, chanting, sadhana. That doesn't mean that you should not go out and do your job. Then you can go out and do your job. But participate also in the community life together. The service is each one serve the others, At the same time, the greater service is towards the deity. This is not only the brahmacharya or only the pujaris, but it is when it is community based, then everybody look after as it is their own. Well, I'm very happy actually that it is growing, but the thing is that everything which grows very quickly also go down very quickly. This is the danger of it. You see, that's why the message must be clear. The message of vegetarianism and veganism must be clear, And also, what is the most clear things about that is about the non-violence towards nature. So if we respond to nature through violence, we will get violence. But if we respond to nature in a non-violence way, in a loving way, then nature will respond back in the same way. So, when I'm talking about being vegetarian, clearly it's imposed that whatever you're receiving, like for example milk or cheese or whatever, must be from a happy cow, which you know. When I'm talking about vegetarian, it doesn't mean that you go to the supermarket and buy the milk, and supporting the same industry. I'm talking about being, you know where the cow is, but the cow will, when the cow doesn't produce milk anymore, the cow will not be killed. There is farms like that. We have also a farm here and in Switzerland also, which is functioning in that way. And in that, you can be vegetarian. Otherwise, being vegan is the best. Then you don't support that system of killing and taking life, but you support a system of non-violence towards nature. Look, people always find excuses, for not doing something positive. But if you have a party, if you have to visit somebody, if you have to do something which you think value for you, you always have time. A paragraph of the Bhagavad Gita, even a verse of the Bhagavad Gita, take only 1 or 2 minutes. And it's not much. While you read it, you are giving food, the right food to the mind. You see, food you eat to fill your stomach, but food doesn't bring much things to you. So what process everything is the mind. So what you feed the mind, that is the most important thing. If you feed your mind with dirt, you can't expect something positive out of it. But if you feed your mind with positivity, positive things, of course positive things is not very enthusiasm. You don't give excitement, but it changes something in you and in this world itself. People want only quick result, but first you must learn to transform your mind. We were talking about resolution, no? For moving to a new year. How many new years have passed? How many people have taken so many resolutions? Like I said, the mind is not material. It's not something that you say, yes, you change, you can, how to say, take out something and put it aside and then transform it for next year. No, everybody said next year I would be a better person, I will stop drinking, I will stop smoking, I will stop eating meat, I will stop this, I will stop that. But do they really change? No, they don't. They change for 1 week, but then the next group of friends, or they sit on their computer doing the same things, again the same dirt arise inside that mind. Nothing have changed. Only the years have changed, but the person have not changed. So that's why I said, feeding the mind with the right thing is very important. Even you should start firstly with one sentence, one verses of the Bhagavad Gita itself. I'm very happy with the devotee here. But what I would like I said, education is very important. That they educate themselves, not about everything, but about their path. But they know where they stand. That's why I said to read the Bhagavad Gita. This gives them a clear understanding about their life. And also, you see, then through them they can influence others also to change. I say it's important because what you receive from God is not for you only. It is also for the others, for the sharing, and to remind people of the love of God.